Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Joe Fame coming at you with another video. So this one's about what should you use to produce music? Find out after this intro. Okay, so are you into producing music and you like to produce any type of music from EDM, hip hop, country, rock, whatever it is? What do you like to use? So there's different options you can go with. So yeah, I mean, you can start off basic, get yourself a little, controller like this. Just a regular keyboard. You got your little pads. You can do your little stuff like this. This is a more MIDI controller, MIDI keyboard, which a lot of people still use with multiple things. You can use that, for example, with a push. So you can use like a push 2, which is great for, great pads. You got all your knobs and features for Ableton. Do a lot of editing. You can do it all in one basically with this, which is a little bit more better than a standard MIDI keyboard. So there's other options out there, just so many different little MIDI keyboards that have different functions, or the Rolly keyboards, the keyboards, that they slide and you feel like a little like cushion foamy pad, which is really interesting. I never really got into those, but my main thing is that a lot of people are using now is MPCs, like Akai products. So they got like the MPC Live or the MPC-X. So those are great ones you could do too, which has been a step up from like the MPC Touch, and you can use those as well. So that's great hardware to use. That's hardware I recommend using. So if you're looking for a good hardware to use to produce music, I would say either a Push 2 or get yourself an Akai, either MPC Live or MPC-X. Those are right now still a lot of the good professional quality devices you can use to produce music. So you have many options of different keyboards, different modules, and different sounds you can get from different devices that you can twine into your production, which is also great to have. It all depends what you want to do, what kind of sounds you're looking for. Now with the computers are taking over with all these different plugins, you basically can make all those sounds yourselves, or they already have them preloaded into the plugin. Either it's a third-party plugin or the main plugins that come with either Ableton or Logic or the MPC 2.0, I believe it is. So whatever, or even FL Studio. So there's a couple different softwares you can use. Now, what do you choose to use is up to you. Some people prefer one over the other. I recommend, if you are a Windows user, if you mostly are a PC Windows user, I would say use FL Studios. FL Studios have been around for PCs for a while. They just came out with a Mac version. I tested the Mac version. It's not as good as the PC version, just the way it runs a lot more smoother for a Windows perspective. But if you're music production and you have Macs, you can go really any route you want. What I would recommend, which most people use, is either Ableton. Ableton's usually like the highest right now, or you can go with the MPCs if you get yourself like an MPC-X or any type of MPCs, or you can even go with Logic. I use mostly Logic. I learned on Logic over Ableton. I'm still trying to master Ableton, even though Ableton's got a lot better like plugins, and when it comes to compressors and delays and different effects, I think Ableton definitely has over Logic. But I love Logic because Logic's just, for me, it's simple. I can boom, I can lay out a track in literally 5 minutes. Ableton's more of a thought process of how to do the arrangement view, how to do the sequence view. So there's different ways for me to determine how I'm going to, lay out my music. So you get different options and different choices. So it's all about comes to what you prefer most. You may not even want a hardware like a keyboard or a Push 2. You may just want to do physically clicking on a mouse, dragging it out, playing a thing. Or there's on your keyboard you can just play the notes. Or now they got these awesome plugins that has chord progressions for you, which I love because it just makes it lay out a beat so much faster. So if I know I definitely want to play a chord progression, if it's either a C major, A minor, a Doreen, whatever I choose, I can do whichever I want. And the best part about that is you can lay it out really quick. You can choose what scale you want, what degree, what inversions, whatever, and you just boop, that's done. And then you can just work on the melody and then the drums and then just layering. And then after you layer, then you just do your arrangement and then you do all your effects. So that makes it a lot easy too, because then you're not really thinking about music theory. You're just trying to lay out a beat. You just I want it in this scale. I want these chords involved, but I don't feel like playing it on my keyboard, or I don't know how to play it on my keyboard. There's so much different hardwares between the MPC-X and the Push. They already have it integrated, so you could keep everything in the same scale. so you're never off key or you don't play the wrong keys. You can do the accents, to do that, obviously, to make unique patterns. So there's different ways you go through making, producing music, and it really comes down to what are you into. Are you really into that physical pushing the pads, doing the crazy drum loops and doing that, or are you just simple clicking, dragging, whatever you decide or what works for you. But I bet you probably most of you guys watching this video are Ableton users. I wouldn't be surprised, that or FL Studio people. There's so many FL Studios that love it, which I have to say they stepped it up, because when I first used FL Studios back in probably the 90s or when it first came out, it was alright. I mean, it was a great program at the time. I was like, oh cool, I can play on my drums. Like, this is really cool. But the sounds were so robotic and they just sounded so bad. But nowadays, I actually got good sounds in there now, so it actually doesn't sound as bad. Like, I see people producing some professional tracks, like Martin Garrix, Animals. He did that all in FL Studios, and you can hear high quality songs now, which is great. So, like I said, if you're a Windows users, I definitely recommend just sticking with FL Studios. You'll get everything you need in that software. Mac users, you could still choose the route you want to go. I recommend definitely Ableton. If you haven't learned it all yet, definitely learn on Ableton, since it's coming more standardized than anything. Logic used to be a standard for the industry, but now it's more and more Ableton, so it kind of switched over. So definitely, if I was you, I would learn Ableton first. So what are you guys using to produce? Are you guys using any hardware? Are you guys using like the standalone unit, like an MPCX, but you don't really need your computer? You can just do it all on standalone. Or are you using just a regular click and mouse? Or what softwares are you using? Just let me know in the comments, because I like to start little conversations and get things invoked and see what people think and what they react to different programs, and keep it positive, but everyone has their own preference. But it's good just to hear what people are using and what they think and what inspires them when they create their music. So let me know in the comments, and hope I guys see you around soon. So like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later. Peace.